Welcome to the memorial ceremony for the 125th anniversary of the Battle of Cuzco Well. This battle is a symbol of the sacrifice given by the Marines and Cuban rebels who fought for a piece of a much larger future, a free and independent Cuba.
In 1898, the United States declared war on Spain. The war was primarily brought about because of conflicts over the island of Cuba. This required the Navy to establish a blockade of the island of Cuba. In order to maintain that blockade, they need an advanced base on Cuba. They decide on Guantanamo Bay. The Marines formed a battalion, the 1st Marine Battalion. It was placed under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Huntington. The Navy and the Marines sailed to Cuba. The 1st Marine Battalion landed. During the first 4 days of the landing, there were various skirmishes, especially at night, where the Spanish launched attacks. There was really only one water source that the Spanish could use locally, a place called the Cuzco Well. And therefore, on 14 June, 4 days after the landing, Lieutenant Colonel Huntington ordered an assault on Cuzco Well by a company of Marines to destroy that well. The Marines were supported by naval gunfire. During this, some of the gunfire was misdirected and began to endanger some of the advancing Marines. And while under fire, 2 Marines, a Private Fitzgerald and a Sergeant Quick, volunteered to stand up under fire and using flag wing waves back and forth signaled off the naval supporting gunfire. Private Fitzgerald and Sergeant Quick received the Medal of Honor for their efforts. After the Battle of Cuzco Well, the Marines, for the most part, settled into defending this advanced naval base. And then, of course, the U.S. Army landings led to the famous Battle of San Juan Hill. Technological change has forced adaptation. As the saying goes, the Marine Corps has got to be simpler Gumby. The Marine Corps of the 1830s is not the same Marine Corps that fights the Civil War, not the same Marine Corps that fights the Spanish-American War at Guantanamo Bay, not the same Marine Corps that fights in World War I, or the same Marine Corps that fights in World War II. It has to alter how it fights in order to best support those naval campaigns. And the reason that we care about Marine Corps history is, one, that it gives us concrete examples of Marines facing many of the same challenges, altered by technology, but still the same basic challenges that we face today.